Hey y'all, what's up? Laying in my bed, SmackDown just ended. Got a couple of more so probably is wrestling and rants. So it might be more rants than wrestling because I hate when well, my son's father had called and tried to talk to him while me and my son are watching wrestling, which I didn't want to be rude and ignore it because I know he works at night. But at the same time, I'm like, you messing up our flow. I'm trying to pay attention to what the hell going on because I might miss something that might pertain to Monday night. So the video is on. I got the video on small like this because y'all know I tweet live when I tweet. Tweet IAmJustBee and BE and I'm put it in the comments in the description box below. But um, we ordering pizza. We watching wrestling. He trying to talk to us and listen to what's going on. He's talking about what y'all talking about. We talking about wrestling, okay? Like, anyways. So the night started off with. That's why I was like, they must have had a jam-packed night because the night started off with Cody coming out and he gave the little thing to the kid, that which was I thought was cute, his belt. But look, with Kaiser was already in the ring. I was like, where is the Imperium music? So then Samantha introduced Cody. She introduced them two from Imperium, and I love when she goes, Giovanni Vinci. Like, she did that. And then Paul comes out and watches. So I'm like, the hell going on? Of course, Solo comes out. So I'm like, okay, he was waiting for Solo the whole time, or he was just there to be intimidating. But then I forgot they were in Vegas. So I remembered that Solo used to live in Vegas before he moved and got signed to NXT. So, normally with WWE, whenever they go to a certain city that people refer to as their hometown or that they're built from, they have those people, they showcase them. Okay? So the whole Solo, you're not ready chance and all that. So he's supposed to do Solo tomorrow. The only, I meant next week is what they said. The only problem I have with that is, like I said prior to, that they always make the challenger and the people that's going to be at WrestleMania win to make the match scenes more formidable and more, so you can anticipate it more. And like I said prior to, if WrestleMania is in 2 months and I have a match a week, 8 matches, if I lose two of them, to me, that would be more. So if I lose two and win six, to me, the anticipation will be better because we'll be like, oh snap, he lost two. Can he beat Roman? Versus, oh, he won all of them and then lose to Roman. Like that, that don't make it seem realistic. Also, I so he's like, you're not ready, stuff like that. So then Paul included Samantha in it because her, Ricochet, and Gage, they both live in Vegas. So he said, she didn't say it right. I'm going to say it. The challenger, Cody Rhodes, and all of that. So after that, I think it was Ray and LA Knight. And honestly, I forgot about that match, to be honest with you. Because I said, why is Ray coming out? And I was like, then I saw his his wife and his daughter. Excuse me. Which I know he's from the Bay. So that's probably where they live at. So I was like, for them to be in Vegas, I said, he's going to accept that match. Something's going to happen that either, I said, Dominic's going to come out and convince his mom to have a match, or he is going to say something disrespectful and she's going to get upset and have him had a match. But I was wrong. So he cost them the match against LA Knight. Dominic came out in the middle. LA Knight, yeah. That cracks me up. And then he says all that stuff to his mom. And then his mom, Ray, gets upset. And he goes, you don't talk to my wife like that. I said, yes, Ray, put him in his place. I said, because in today's society, here comes the rant. A lot of people are, oh, well, my baby mama come first, my parent come first, my children come first. That's wrong. All of it's wrong. When you say I do, I believe in God. Okay? So other people might believe in Buddha, whoever. But when you say I do, what comes first is who or what you believe in. So for me it'd be God and Jesus. Then your spouse is number two. Okay? You and your spouse are number two. So you gotta make sure you're good, you gotta make sure they're good. Number two. Your kids is third, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you build a relationship with your spouse. Say, and your kids are, you're grooming them into the adults you want them to be so they can go out into the world, or that they need to be, not want to be, that they need to be so they can go out and conquer the world and live their own life and start their own families, or not start a family. Then after your kids come, anybody outside of the house is next. So after your children would be like my in-law, my parents, my in-laws. Everybody else is after that. Okay. Um, a lot of people that do God, Jesus first, kids second, more than likely get divorced after their kids are grown and out of the house, because their whole relationship is based around their kids. They don't like each other for real. They don't even know each other, because now they're not spouses, they're not lovers, they're not friends, they're not girlfriend, boyfriend. They're roommates who pay bills and take care of their children. Now the children are grown. They look up one day and be like, well, we ain't got nothing in common. Let's go our separate ways. And then if you put your children first, that could cause for a lot of arguments in the household, especially if you're not on one accord when it comes to raising them and talking to them, having fun with them, stuff like that. Just saying. Um, so he was like, I'm gonna see you at WrestleMania. And then the look on his face when Dominic pretended to be scared and backed up, I said, Ray is gonna win this match, and he's gonna retire after this match, and he's gonna let Dominic shine. This will be his 21st year in wrestling, and I don't know if it's his 21st year since his debut mainstream wrestling, like ECW, WCW, WWF, or if it's his 21st year. I think it's since mainstream wrestling, because I think he was lucha wrestling before that in the independent circuit. But yeah, I think he's gonna retire then after that, because why would you still be an active wrestler and then be inducted in the Hall of Fame? To me, that doesn't make sense. So after this match with Dom, he's gonna win, or like how The Rock said in Young Rock, the show that I watch faithfully, how the veteran always loses to mull over the new person, which sucks, because it's like they do that, you know, um, and it gives the new person like a stage and pressure, but that's it. I also think too that the same thing will happen with Theory and John Cena. John even said, I can't do these matches no more. I'm 47. My body won't let me do it. He's not even as buff. Like I'm watching, like I said before, Total Divas, Total Bellas, Mr. and Miz. I just started watching the past year and a half. Looking at him then, he was so much more bigger than he is now. And I'm not saying he doesn't work out and stuff like that, but I'm saying bone density, age, all that, and he doesn't have to be as big and as fit. And he probably doesn't lift as much because he's not in the ring no more. He acts, so he probably does more cardio, which can make you leaner. Um, okay, so then after that, so they said something to Samantha. She lives in Vegas. Then, um, I think it was the women's tag team matches. Okay, so what I liked about the matches and what I thought was weird at the same time is the mismatch mix-up. Like Raquel and Liv, they're both resilient. Raquel's a powerhouse. Liv is a wild card. The next one was um, Zaya Lynn and Lacey. Lacey's considered the powerhouse, the one with the submissions. Um, Darlene is the not the wild card, the flyer, like Liv will fly. Versus Shotzi, which I love her. Lime green and black are my two favorite colors. Her she go outfit. She let Natty do the gun in the TCB tank, and then Natty be considered the powerhouse, the submission person, and Shotzi be considered the flyer, the wild card. So then when I said Ronda and Shayna, I think, and I've been saying this for 6, 7 months, that WrestleMania after, Shayna's going to turn on Ronda because they always compare her to Ronda, and she's Ronda number 2 when she was actually here first. But that would be dope as an ending for that match, but it would be better if Ronda had a title and then she took it from her because then it would give Shayna a chance to become a champion again. Also, okay, my brain, like I said, is rants because it's scrambled. Also, I was thinking about Solo and Cody. If they do fight next week, it's going to be, it sucks because of this. This is based off storyline, not off ability. So Solo's first lose is going to be to Cody because he has to lose. Well, Cody has to win to make it look like he's a worthy opponent against Roman. That's what I'm saying. Stuff like that is what I'm saying when I was like, it'll make it more believable if they lose some with some. Um, so I think the fourth tag team people will be someone in Raw, the Raw Women Division. Carmella, I always want to say Doudrop, Piper Niven, Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss, um, maybe Chelsea Green. I don't even want her to participate because her persona is aggravating. Michin, like one of those. I think all of those women are Raw. 2 of them to be in that lineup. Right here. I also think. Okay, so what happened after that was, I think, the signing of the contracts with Sheamus and McIntyre and Gunther, which I wasn't expecting Sheamus to come out there with all of the brawling brutes. But I'm assuming that Butch or one of them must have been in Vegas before they came here. But I love Butch's character. Butch is one of them friends or family members that you be like, hey, or they could tell in the sound of your voice, okay, what happened? So you be like, hey, you call, I'm on my way, no questions asked. Butch is one of them hit now, fight now, ask questions later type friends. But everybody need one. Everybody needs somebody a little crazy in that corner because they don't care about going to jail. They don't care. They don't care what they got to do to help the situation go away. They'll take care of it as long as you straight. And ain't nobody mess with their family. They good. Butch is one of them. Because as soon as Gunther came up and said what he said, he stole off the rip. Boom. Gunther threw the chair, and then it became a match, which is a good match. Only because, well, everybody was keeping their hands to themselves. Gunther ain't come out with Imperium because they already was in something earlier. But then McIntyre and Sheamus got into it a little bit. So that was interesting. Oh, I skipped when Charlotte was talking. So Charlotte was talking about, oh, y'all going to what me? And she was smiling and glancing. And I was just saying on my Twitter, like, it's amazing how much money can give someone to glow up anybody. And she's open about her boob job and her teeth and stuff like that. And her, she has extensions in her hair. But I was like, I'm watching the rivalries of Batista and Triple H on A&E. I had recorded it. And they showed a match where he was, Ric Flair was a tag team partner. He was on there. And they showed her in the audience. And I was like, you could tell it's her because it looks like her kind of from the side. But her hair, she had a short hair. And I was like, what a difference money makes. I was like, that's when she was Ashley still. She wasn't Charlotte Flair. It was like 2003. So if she was a year older than me, I was in the 10th grade. So she was in 11th grade um, when that happened. But it's just crazy. Like, I don't know. And then I love her new look though. She's gotten she's gotten so fit and so much smaller though, in my opinion. Because I'm looking at matches from, like I said, Total Divas and stuff. She wasn't thick to me. She might have thought so in her mind because she's so tall, it levels out. But she didn't have like abs. She had just a little bit of skin hanging over her bottoms, and that was it. But she was a little thicker. She never really had a behind. So I was like, she's so small in that red. And she was talking about how she was part of one of the best. She thanked every female, I guess, in the ring or whoever she beat. And then she brought up nepotism, and she was like, yes, I love my father. We are the best family legacy in the country, in the history. And I said, yes, that's your opinion to think that because you are a Flair, but that doesn't excuse the nepotism to me, in my opinion. Nepotism is Rhonda being injured, and her contract wasn't dry for this year, 2023, and you coming in after 2 minutes and becoming the women's champion. After all the women in the back been there on SmackDown all year, none of them got the opportunity to beat her. Like, I don't know. I guess in hindsight, that probably wouldn't have played out well for WrestleMania, but at the same time, like, somebody else could have came and defeated um, Ronda for the title, and then somebody else could have took it from her before Royal Rumble and had a new champion, and then from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, that would have been the remaining champion until it was time for the match. That's nepotism. And honestly, in my opinion, the Anoa family, I think I'm saying it wrong. I know of Fatu Johnson family and the Hart family, in my opinion, have the best legacies in wrestling history. Like, it might be some runner-ups, like maybe the Ortons, maybe the Rhodes and the Flairs and stuff like that. But the Hart and I know they've been in this thing for a while. It's so, their legacy has been so long that they've had rivals throughout generations, whether it's by marriage or by blood. Like, you got Lord, I can't think of her name. I was gonna say Lana, but that's not her. You got The Rock's cousin that was there at Royal Rumble, the Irreparable Force, and then you got, and I'm gonna think of her name when it goes off. And then you got, of course, his dad, Peter Maivia, his dad, Rocky Johnson, his mom, Alta, that helped with the story, bringing the storytelling, along with a couple others. Then you have like Afonseca and Roman and Rose and Umanga and Yokozuna and Rikishi and the Usos, and then his daughter, the final girl, Ava Rain, and then married into it, um, um, I'm gonna say her real name, Naomi, and then you have Tamina, and then her father. Like, that legacy is deep. Then with the Hart dynasty, of course, you have the Night Hearts, which is Natalia, and then Bret and Owen Hart, and then her, and then Tyson Kidd, and then you have who they train, like Chris Jericho. It's a, like it's a lot. And then so that's why she was like, we got one of the best. I was like, what, the best? Like, I don't know about the best, but of course, if it's my family, I'm gonna say it's the best. So, and I'm trying to think of her name. I can't think of her name. brain fart. Okay. I'm gonna think of it. And she walked off. And then eh, Nia Jax. I don't know why I wanted to say Nia. And then after that was okay, the women. Mhm. Okay, then it was the little short conference with Ricochet and Braun Strowman versus the Street Profits was cute, but of course they're gonna display Ricochet because he lives in Vegas. And then the thing at the end with KO and Sami Zayn was cute. Oh, when Rey Mysterio, the little boy, had the lucha thing on, he put his head up to him, and that caught that on camera. That was very heartwarming. And then the thing with Sami Zayn and KO, I was like, that's real cute. But then in the back of my mind, I was like, I hope ain't KO not doing all this to betray him back. Like, I hope they don't do that to become tag team partners, and then KO got a plot going. Because I'm like, from what I've known from history, they was like KO done betrayed him more, saying more than the other way around. So we'll see. My hair is itchy and dry, and I'm tired. And then someone was like, and then I said Shayna's going to turn on Ronda at WrestleMania. If not, she's going to turn on her. Like I said, Clash Titan. Someone on Twitter was like, "You think so?" I said, "I've been saying this for 6 months. Everything that I have said have 90% of it has come true." And I'm like, I think of stuff from different scenarios, different angles. So I don't know if I have the mind of all the writers that they have at WWE, but I haven't been wrong. I've been wrong maybe once or twice. And the person I used to tweet with about wrestling, if I was wrong, he was right. So that's why I was like, they need to hire me. I have a LinkedIn page. I don't mind coming up there or giving you ideas virtually from my house because I don't know if I want to move to Connecticut. I will travel, but I don't want to move up there. Once upon a time I did. I moved to Florida, back to Florida because I used to stay in the Orlando area. But right now I stay right here in North Carolina. Um, yeah, so oh, and then after that, the shirts, the Usos came out. And I was like, dang, they gave Sami Zayn a 1D. But then I was like, scratch my arm. Um, Jay and Jimmy like, yeah. But then Jay's face he looked a little convicted. Like, I don't really want to do this, but I gotta do this because I gotta be here with my brother. So I told my son, I said we should have went to the one in Vegas because they have to start live. So when they start at 8 here, I know they gotta be probably in the building by 2. So when they start at 5 there, they probably gotta be in the building at 11. So I was like, the show ends here at 10. Theirs ending at 7. It's still daylight there. Like they can go take a nap. They can um, go out to eat, go to a show. If it was me, like I'm thinking, I was like, if I was Trinity, Jimmy's wife, or like Solo's wife, and I had someone watch the kids, and I was in town, I would go see Usher today as a show. I'm already there. Might as well. But that's just me. Um, so you guys can follow me on Twitter for my live retweets. I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna add this video to my Twitter page so you can see it. And I will see you guys on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Love you all. Thank you for watching and staying through my rants and wrestling. Bye.